Eason. Then there's Drexler, and it's Van Vliet into the point. And for the Lakers, they've got Kobe. He's out there with James. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Hachimura in at the small forward. Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Nice move, and James throws it down.
And the total package, James, is so much fun to watch.
Van Vliet passes to Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Durant with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
KD against LeBron. Bryant's shot is off.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Van Vliet outside. Durant inside. Working on James, and it's Durant, that time on the assist from Van Vliet. And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Eason. Now here's Drexler. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Kobe kicks to James. Launches a three. Drills the three-pointer. James has got 8 points.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Drexler passes to Van Vliet. Throws it up high. Hayes with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Rockets trail by 6. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Austin Reeves is checked in for Hachimura. Thompson, he's checked in for the Rockets. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. To RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Now, here's Şengün. Back to Drexler. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Traps in the tray. He has 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the dunk by Eason.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Now here's James. 12 points for him. Off target from outside. Rockets trail by 3. Thompson passes to Eason. Şengün with the screen for Drexler. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Outside Durant. Pass to Şengün. Over Hayes. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's James. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Houston. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Drexler left side. 6 on the shot clock. And he comes up with the deuce. Drexler's got 7 points.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. Well, Richard, you were a teammate of LeBron James's, winning a title in Cleveland with them, playing with LeBron. What was something you learned about his game and about him?
Well, I learned that he takes the greatness that has been bestowed upon him as a gift, and it is a curse, but he understands how to handle both.
Lakers leading by 3. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. He's got 17.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Lakers. Kobe comes in for Smith. Clyde Drexler's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Aaron Holiday. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Smith the pass to Thompson. To the inside, VanVleet. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
On the wing, James. Covered by Smith. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Thompson kicks to Drexler. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Here's Drexler. following the basket by LeBron James. Smith finds Thompson. Off target with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Outside for Kobe. Right wing. Vanderbilt misses. Rockets trail by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
1:58 left here in the second. Again, the miss by Thompson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. The shot by Kobe, no good. The Rockets have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
LeBron James making it look easy from deep.
The minute that man walks into the gym, LeBron James is in his range.
Drexler scanning the floor. Over Bryant. Drexler's shot is off. And here's the Lakers. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. RJ, last season, LeBron passed 40,000 career points. Do you think we'll ever see someone get even close to that number again?
Probably not, Kevin. Not in my lifetime. You have to understand, you're going to have to score 25 points a game for 20-plus seasons to even have a chance. LeBron, he's 101.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hayes comes in for Vanderbilt. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Now here's Durant. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. KD's got his second bucket of the game to go. Kobe against Drexler. Hachimura the pass to LeBron. From deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 11. Outside, Drexler over Hayes. Drexler's shot is off. LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Durant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with my individual performance right now, but not so pleased with how I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
We've got Luka Doncic. James is out there with Hayes. And there's Bryant, and it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Drexler throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. A shot by LeBron, no good. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Rockets. A 12-point game. Pass to Şengün. Van Vliet looking around. Drexler right side. Here's the teardrop. Rebound the Lakers.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Durant for three. The putback, and Şengün is right there.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Hayes. In the corner, it's James. No good that time. Durant with some nice D. And here's Drexler, covered by Hayes. That's tipped. James against KD. Ron right side. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Van Vliet passes to KD. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Eason. 6 to shoot. Drexler with a screen on LeBron. The Rockets again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 10. To end the cold streak, inside, Bryant sinks it.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
2 minutes remaining.
Drexler against Kobe. Kobe with the steal. LeBron outside. For three. And they pick up 2. LeBron's got 31 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Van Vliet passes to Şengün. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Kobe kicks to Hayes. From deep, James. LeBron dreams it from the corner.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Some changes for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Gannett comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Austin Reeves in for Bryant. Houston also making some changes. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Tari Eason. Thompson comes in for Clyde Drexler. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, a big thing for Shepard going forward, adding strength, right? Finishing like that.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Pass to KD. 34 seconds left to play in the third. And he banks in the layup.
So polished from the interior. Durant is terrific at utilizing his physical advantages down on the block.
LeBron with it. Guarded now by Durant. Lets it go with the three. No good from LeBron. Rockets trail by 11. Shepard with the ball. Pass to Durant. Over James. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. They trail by 11. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Thompson. Drexler out there with Fred Van Vliet. Then it's Jabari Smith. And it's Landale in at the center position. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Lakers leading by 11. Now Kobe. A fader. Bank shot. No good.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
And that one's good by Drexler.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Reeves outside. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Reeves has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rockets trail by 12. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Bryant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
And he makes the first. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a change for the Rockets. Eason's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Now, his tone was pretty serious. He said, "You guys need to prove you're in this. No one else can do it for you. Time to pour on the gas." See if that fire gets lit, guys.
Thank you, David. Another miss by Houston. Lakers leading by 14. And Bryant kicks to Hayes. Pass to connect. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler. A free throw drops for Bryant.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. LeBron's checked in for Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Houston also making some changes. Şengün comes in for Jock Landale. And it's Kevin Durant in for Smith.
And how about the offensive explosion here by Clyde Drexler? Has really developed his skill set. No one's been able to match up with him all night.
Bryant drops in the layup for 2. Kobe's got 6 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Down low, here's Şengün.
And the pick and roll delivers. Van Vliet making the right decision, giving up the rock.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should.
Oh, nice finish.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remain in this ball game. 2 minutes.
KD, a screen on Bryant. Drexler inside. Guarded by Kobe. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Lakers leading by 16. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Hachimura. James has got 38 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
A nice shot by KD.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
Well, the one thing that jumps out in this game is the free throw shooting, which they did a much better job at.
Absolutely. A big plus. And oftentimes your performance at the line can be the difference in a game. And I think tonight we saw that.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Kevin Durant. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Another miss by Houston. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And it's Drexler with the ball for the Rockets. Pass to Whitmore. Here's Landale. Outside, Drexler. Here's Smith. The basket good off the assist from Drexler. Here's Reeves. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Smith penetrating. From the arc. It's good from long range. And the Lakers lead by 17. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. LeBron, you looked aggressive out there. How did you get to your groove tonight?
The defense set the tone for not only myself but for the team. And, offensively, we were still trying to figure it out. So I felt there was need for me to kind of turn up the pressure a little bit offensively, see if I could get something going to the hoop, get into a good flow, and I was able to do that.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun to watch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.